What's going on? How's everybody doing today? Who's in the house?
Thanks for joining us. Nobody up. We're just.
Do you have the chat up?
It just is kicking off. Yeah.
Cool.
So we have a very special treat tonight. We're going to talk a little bit first, but we have happy guy Matt from Matt's RV Reviews, who's going to be joining us tonight.
Hopefully. He's on a flight from Newark down to Jacksonville, and of course it got delayed.
His flight was delayed, so it's showing that he arrived, but we're waiting to hear from him. So we are going to get started.
Yeah. So has anybody been keeping track of the weather in the Northeast today? Or actually yesterday? Anybody out there? Let me give you a little bit of a example. So
why don't we wait on that though? Because hey!
Oh, you're here. Why don't you shoot us a call, Matt? Matt just Skyped us let us know that he's here. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. Are you there, Matt? Let me hit him here. Here we go. Let's see here.
I hear you.
You hear me, but I can't see you. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on. What's up, Matt?
Can you see me?
I do. I do see you.
You.
Oh, hang on.
Let me turn up the volume a little bit.
Okay.
Is that better? Can you hear us?
Just can't see you.
You can't see me. Hold on. Well, it says you have a poor connection. I can totally. Let me hold on here. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn the video on. Are you on your cell phone, Matt?
I'm on my laptop, but I have.
He's coming in real choppy. You're coming in really choppy, and you're not moving. So I'm not quite sure. It says a poor connection.
Yeah, it's reconnecting now.
Let me cut this out. Of course, this worked perfectly before. We tested this. Everything worked beautifully.
Well, that's okay. We have time.
Yeah, we'll maybe we'll try to bring him in on audio and see if that works. I don't know if the video is gonna work. Let's see if it works with just audio. Modern internet, guys.
All right, so it's showing. This is not showing. Yeah, just hang in there, people. Be patient, because we're trying to make this. We're trying to get this going here. So hang in there. Say hello if you're there.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. Well, it'll work when it works.
Okay.
Let's
all right, but we're gonna
So anyway, let's go move along.
Say hello. I see we have 12 people in there, so say hi if you're with us. I'm just gonna and let us know if you can hear. Please.
Well, you could definitely. I'm pretty sure they can hear us here.
Okay, there's RV Chronicles. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, everybody chime in. Hey, Ron.
Here we go.
Ron.
Now I'm starting to see people here.
Okay, it just takes a few minutes to get going. Okay.
All right, we got it rolling now.
So we just have to figure this out with Matt.
I think there's a bad connection on his behalf. He just landed in Florida. He was flying in from Newark, so it was very kind of him to join us. So hopefully we can get a connection with Matt. What's up, Aiden? I see you there, Mini God Games.
Hey there. And hi, Jay. Great, everybody can hear. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.
See and hear fine. So let me show you how we started off my day here. So I leave really early in the morning. Usually I'm out the door about like 4:30, 4:45, and if anybody was paying attention of what was going on, in the Northeast, that's kind of what I woke up to.
So we live in the woods, pretty much in northern New Jersey. I'm moving under the picture here. So we are surrounded by forest. Okay, we live in Northern Green State Forest. So there's one way in and there's one way out.
That's it. It's like that Misery.
So,
Anybody ever see the movie Misery? It's kind of
Yeah.
like that. So like if you snowed in, you're screwed.
So about a year ago this happened, and we see trees around it. They're literally ready to fall. Why are they not cutting them down? Well, it just takes a good storm the way it was last night, and now we were, blocked in. Luckily, a very short time ago, they cleared it, so we're good to go.
So we're
and
back.
thank you to Ron for reaching out. Ron, who's in the chat, for reaching out to see how we were. I appreciate that, Ron. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we've got RNRV Chronicles. How are you? Thanks for being here.
Renee, are you new, Renee? Renee Gastelum? I hope I'm saying that right.
Okay, Ron is here.
New
Hello.
Vision is in the house, like in every live stream we do. New Vision, Blake is in.
Hey, Blake.
You can see him right up here,
What's
babe,
Blake?
too.
I know,
Whatever's
it's easier.
more convenient
it's
for you.
easier because I have my iPad set up too. Hi, Renee. Thank you for joining. So we got hit with a nasty storm. We were locked in all day, which was good.
Gave me an
It was
excuse
fun.
not to go to work because I couldn't go to work.
Anyway, go ahead.
So we just finished up a weekend. We were down in Cape May, New Jersey. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. We made a live stream from the beach, but I don't know if any of you guys caught it. It was kind of like a last minute thing on a Saturday, and we just, it was so beautiful out. We took some good pictures down there. We have a video coming. Cape May KOA is outstanding. If anybody's in the New Jersey area and they want to hit the Jersey Shore, Cape May is a beautiful area. Wildwood's a beautiful area, and it's close to both of them. Big open sites, big campground, all new facilities. I think it was just redone like last year. So I got some pictures for you guys. And listen, we are using a new software to try to stream. I have the Wirecast, but I'm using Ecamm now, Ecamm Live. We started reading about this, and it's really good for streaming, and specifically for Mac, so hopefully this is coming through really good. Let us know how the video quality is as well as the audio, because this might be our new go-to platform. So check this out. If anybody who missed it, that was us on Saturday. What a difference like 5 days makes, right?
The weather, yeah.
Because it was 72 that day, and you could see there was like a couple of clouds in the sky, nothing crazy. And then all last night, we probably got like over 2 inches of rain or so, and today is like a high of like 55.
Cold. And I'm so jealous of Matt, who hopefully can join us, was in Newark today, and now he's in Jacksonville.
I know.
I really am jealous. All right, we're going to try that.
I'm trying to call Matt again.
We're trying to get Matt back up here.
What has everybody else been up to? Anybody been on the camper? Anybody's been out to any places that may interest us?
Yeah, give us some where you've been. All right, the quality is great. Awesome.
I think we might have the new live stream forum.
Yeah, I mean, those of you that have been with us before, like Ron and Jay, and we've used Wirecast in the past. How does this compare? Does this, does this seem better, worse, or the same? Let us know. But yeah, if anybody's been out camping or is going out camping, let us know where you're headed. We'd love to hear it. And we just tried again unsuccessfully to connect to Matt.
Yeah, I think Matt must be in a black hole somewhere.
The airport is not working, but look, if he doesn't get in here tonight, trust me, we will get him in.
We will
here
definitely get
soon. So Blake, New Vision, man, I looked at some Renegade RVs. Those things are built like tanks.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Okay,
A lot of testosterone flowing through those class Super Cs.
Those things are awesome. Okay, and we had talked about getting one. Oh, Jay said this seems better. All right, cool. Now Izzy, wants. So we first we're getting a blacked out Renegade.
I don't know what we're
right,
getting.
and then this is down the road. Now it's all about a Lux or a
Spacecraft.
Spacecraft or
Spacecraft.
Spacecraft fifth wheel. Now we're going into a fifth wheel.
That could change tomorrow. It could change tonight. I don't know. This is something in the future.
They say women change their minds. Yeah. No.
So Blake, what are you going to do? Are you going with the? Are you going to go with the Renegade? Is that what you? Which one did you like? We really liked the 45 XL, I believe, with the tag. It had the Detroit DD15, I believe, in it, which is 30,000 pound tow capacity, like something crazy. That's what we really liked. So let us know what you're looking at.
It doesn't matter because now you want a fifth.
Compared to the Jayco, I think it's a little bit of a step up, but it's a little loot too.
Yeah, that's all right. Try now. Matt said, "Try now." Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Let's see. Let's try this again.
Ron, I'm glad to hear everything is good. And maybe we use this from now on.
I think I'm just going to use the eCam. I just wasted my money on Wirecast.
Whatever. You live and learn, right?
But Wirecast has some other features that maybe we'll use in the future. I don't know.
All right, we're trying. For those of you that are out there, I apologize for the glare in my glasses. I'm actually getting new glasses next week with the anti-glare reflection. All right, Matt. Dang it.
Matt's
we keep trying.
We keep getting the whammy like what is it? Let's make a deal.
Oh my God. It's not connecting. We'll try. Hey, we are persistent, folks. Hey, Justin and Christina.
What's up, Justin and Christina? How are you guys? We checked out your live stream the other day. You guys went for a while, like way past our bedtime.
I know. I was laying in bed watching. Gary. Hi, Gary.
Gary,
hey, we got your
just
email.
shot you the email.
Yeah, we just answered you back.
Can you put us up a pic of that Ventana you just got? We would love to see that.
Maritimers, hey, how are you? They're up here in St. John, New Brunswick. We're done camping for summer. Now we're getting ready to head south for the winter. I'm so jealous.
Are you going to pass through New Jersey? If you do, wave hi to us.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Love the Riverstone rear kitchen fifth wheel. Also we're trying again.
Here we go.
Here's Matt again.
Matt, you have a lot of people here, Matt. Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine now.
Oh, you have a whole crowd waiting for you here, Matt. Hold on.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay. We were talking about
We were anticipating maybe there would have been a little bit of a problem, so we had, our script ready to go. How was your flight?
Horrible.
Was it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you're not in Jersey anymore. You're in Florida, so that's a good thing.
So, crowd, listen, everyone. If you don't know, so in the house now is Matt from Matt's RV Reviews. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. If you haven't,
get to his page.
You will definitely soon. Matt is the YouTube expert on RV sales and the RV Inside. He gives the positives, negatives, and the straight answers for everything RV. So
he just moved to Florida, right? From Maryland. Oh my gosh, that's so great. And he's working now at General RV, right?
Yep.
And down there. So you want to tell us a little bit about your move and your new position?
Well, can you see me, by the way?
Yeah, we can.
I see you crystal clear.
Okay, because I can't see you, but as long as you can see me, that's good.
I see you crystal clear.
So, my dad passed away about 3 years ago. My mom moved to West Palm Beach.
Ooh,
so,
nice.
I've been working at Leo's Vacation Center in Maryland for a while, and it was just time for me to make that change and come down to Florida. And so I moved to the Ocala area by a town called The Villages, and I'm working for General RV, which I've been there. I only worked like 3 days for them so far at the Jacksonville RV show, which a lot of people recognized me from YouTube, which was really exciting. But yeah, I don't have an opinion about the new place I'm working. So far, I like it. But, with all new places, you just never know yet. But the reason why I did pick General RV is because the variety of brands, they sell almost every brand, except Izzy, your favorite. They don't sell Newmar.
No, but they have Integra. They have Integra Coach.
Yep, they have Integra Coach, Tiffin, Coachman, Winnebago, Fleetwood, Holiday Rambler, Nexus. So, it covers 7 out of the 9 big ones. So that's kind of why I picked them.
And you can't beat the weather either, right?
No, the weather's great. People are like, oh, you won't like the Florida heat. I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know what it's like looking out your window on the first day of spring, seeing snow.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So are you down there as like their internet guy? Is that where you're?
Nope.
No, you're straight up sales. Yeah,
so I did the internet stuff for Leo's. Like, I did all the internet marketing and all this stuff. And to be honest with you, it just kind of got overwhelming, and I feel like sometimes it's just better to take a step back and just kind of do my own thing with Matt's RV reviews, because it really has picked up in the last 3 or 4 months. And, with how many brands General sells,
right.
I really want to ramp up my YouTube because it's been pretty good.
Yeah. When did you start your YouTube page?
About 2 years ago.
Okay.
2.5. Yeah, 2.5, 3, maybe even 3 years ago. It's been really slow. It's just like anything. It starts off slow, and then something kicks. And then, do you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is?
Yep.
She does, yeah. She watches all these things.
So me and Gary V, we kind of become friends. Well, I say he either likes me or feels bad for me, one of the two. So I went to this thing called Agent 2021, and I went to that in January of 2015. And back then, my YouTube channel was still called Matt from Leo's Vacation Center. Sorry about that. But what his team told me to do was to take out Leo's Vacation Center, take out any dealership. So now that I'm with General, no General, none of that. Just keep it Matt's RV reviews. And then that way I can do it my own way and say the stuff that I want to say, which, as you guys know, isn't always what the manufacturers like to hear.
Well, but that's probably what attracts people. And I could tell you that most of the channels that I'm attracted to are the ones that keep it real. And that's what we try to do. Because listen, the RV industry is, you buy RVs, you're gonna have problems. I don't care what you get. You can get a freaking, Tiffin or a Prevost. It's gonna have a problem. It's the support from the dealerships especially, and then from the manufacturer. But dealership really being number one, and you could probably attest to that. If you have a bad dealership, it's going to be a bad day for you as an RV owner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. And not only that, from my perspective, like a lot of the manufacturers, they were calling me up in the beginning. People didn't like what I was doing in the beginning, but at the same time, I'm not knocking the product. I'm giving 3 things I like about it and 3 things I don't like about it. Every motorhome's going to have their pro and cons. And quite frankly, I personally don't care if you buy a Thor or a Fleetwood or a Coachman or a Tiffin. It really doesn't affect me. I just want to show the customer the pros and cons. And whatever one you guys decide, that's just the one that fits you the best.
Yeah, we love watching your videos. I remember, I think the first video that showed up on a feed was the one when you, this might have been a while ago, like the top 5 motorhomes out there. I believe you had a video. It was pretty popular.
Oh, it was what's the best? It was kind of clickbait.
Yes.
It was going over what's the best brand of Class A gas motorhome.
Yes, that one. That's the one that attracted me to your channel, and then I just kept watching from there.
Nice. Well, yeah. See that one, and what that one goes over is kind of feeds off what we're talking about. It to a point, right? It doesn't matter which brand of motorhome you get. Doesn't matter which manufacturer you get. It's really more about the brand. So, a Thor Ace is a tier 1 motorhome.
Don't ask Izzy about Thor.
Yeah. But then if you step up, not to Winsport, not to Miramar, but if you go to Challenger, you're getting a good quality motorhome. And a Thor Challenger is better than any Newmar Baystar Sport. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, Newmar, but it just is. Now, with that said, when you take the same level of Newmar, like a Canyon Star or even the Baystar, debatable, but when you take the Baystar or the Canyon Star and you compare that to the Thor Challenger, now it's an actual debate, and just kind of going over the tier levels. And the reason why Tiffin has such a good reputation, which I'm now selling Tiffin, so this isn't coming from someone who doesn't sell Tiffin, but Tiffin only makes high-end Class A gas motorhomes. Same with Newmar. Newmar makes really high-end gas motorhomes. And where a majority of the problems come in is that lower-end stuff. Your Thor Aces, your Thor Pursuits, or Coachman Pursuits, your Forest River FR3s. And there's nothing wrong with those products. They sell for $89.9 brand new, you know? So when
you see a lot. You see Thor Aces all the time.
Everywhere, yeah.
All over the road.
So that's part of the problem. So one, a Thor Ace is not put together extremely well, right? I'll say that right off the bat. It's made to be $89.9, but then the double kryptonite with Thor is how many they sell. The Ace system, like literally, if you saw earlier today, when I was at the airport, I published a new Thor Ace video.
Yeah, we saw
and I straight up say in my video, I don't like the Thor Ace, but it is the #1 selling motorhome in the country. You know?
Yep.
And for some people, the Thor Ace is perfect. And I've sold a few of them. You know, honestly, not very many. I feel like it's better to step up a little bit to a Hurricane or a Miramar, or not a Miramar, a Murata. You know, just a little bit higher end tier level. But at some time, you know, I've had a customer say, Matt, the Ace 30.2 is exactly what I want, and it's perfect for me. Hey, I'm here for you.
So we got a ton of questions coming in for you, Matt, okay?
Let's roll.
So, first of all, somebody said, are Will and Jen full timing yet?
No, not yet. So they just moved me down, and so I'm going to give you a little teaser. They bought a Keystone Cougar from Leo's, and that's kind of how we all met. And so Jen, I love Jen, she had a great idea of retrofitting the inside, not retrofit, what am I saying, remodeling. And it's turned out to be a huge mistake that she regrets. So you'll see on her channel soon. Her next video is going to be about, you know, them moving me down to Florida, and they went to some state national parks just to hang out. But then their video after that is going to be a video that everybody who's looking at, you know, tiny homes or making a school bus or retrofitting an RV, you're really going to want to see it because, you know, it's not all, you know, she's pretty upset about destroying her fifth wheel.
Yeah, I've watched some things that are talking about, you know, there's actually a lot of engineering and stuff that goes into these motorhomes, you know, because it's not a structure that's standing still, and sometimes people don't take that into consideration, especially if you're getting something like a Cougar that's not really, it's not one of the better built fifth wheels, right?
Yeah, it's a mid-profile.
Right, so, you know, people sometimes make mistakes, and then it also kills their resale value because most people don't want to buy a personalized motorhome. They want the generic one on the floor plan. I'm glad you bought.
It was only $40,000, you know.
Yeah, it's chump change. I'm glad you brought up about the gassers. That was the big draw. And we like Newmar. We love Newmar, but I'm not loyal. None of us are loyal to a brand. What brought us to Newmar was we were looking for a gas coach. And the amount of floor plans out there in gas coach is not that many on the higher end. So we looked at Tiffin, but they didn't have that many floor plans on their, I guess it's the open road, the Allegro open road.
Yep.
We also looked at the Integra, and to me, it wasn't a comparison in gas. Now, if you went to a diesel pusher, I would put Integra right there with Newmar. But that's what really turned us on. At this point in our lives, we wanted the gas just because the ease, less systems, less things to go wrong. And we really got turned on by the hung walls and just the construction. Like, for the money, we thought that it was the best constructed and that, you know, the customer service was huge. But I could tell you, we stepped in at the Hershey RV show. I don't know if you saw the Hershey RV video we did. We really, that Tuscany is the real deal from like Thor. Like, it looks beautiful. I don't know how it is underneath. You could probably speak better than that. But I'm even more impressed that they're putting these lithium batteries in there now. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, Thor does it to themselves, right? Like, and it's frustrating on my end as well. But, you know, what I like to tell people is once you're spending $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, you're getting a good product. I don't care if it says Wendy's on the side of it. You know, it's a good product at that level. what's great about RVs, what I tell everybody is quality equals price. The higher the price point, the better the quality. It really doesn't matter, to a level. Now, with that customer service part of it, that you're 100% right.
I don't know how Thor's customer service is. I've never had experience with it. I just know like Newmar, Tiffin, Integra. They've known for outstanding customer service, and that's people loyal, like a religious following to these brands.
Yep.
All right, so we have a bunch of questions here. So somebody said, for a first-time RV purchaser, which brand of Super C would you recommend?
That one's easy. Either a Magnitude, Thor Magnitude or Omni, or a Jayco Seneca or Integra Coach Accolade. Okay. Now, I have a video on there's another one. There's a Dynamax. There's a Dynamax on a Dodge chassis. But for Super Cs, those are all. What's that?
We saw that Dynamax down at the Hershey RV show, and we actually put in the video because it was pretty impressive for the price. It was really nice.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're a first timer, one, I wouldn't buy new if you're a first timer. And I know I'm killing my sales right there, but I just wouldn't do it.
The manager's office.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be like, ring, ring. Hey Matt, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. No, because with RVs you learn what you like. Now, with that said, if you are gonna buy new, for a Super C, I'd spend less than $20,000. But the real question is, why are you looking for a Super C? That's what I ask all my Super C customers. If you're towing like a NASCAR, and I know I'm saying that wrong, but like a NASCAR or like a speedboat or like, a 10,000-pound truck behind you, then I would say fork out the money and get the Super C. But if you just want the Super C because, your friends are telling you want a Super C, you're going to be wasting about $60,000 on that diesel chassis.
I'll tell you why Izzy wants a Super C.
Well, there's two reasons. I'll let her say the first reason. Go ahead.
Because it's badass, number one. Number two.
Well, the second reason is that, the engine's up front, and the truck chassis, you're definitely going to be safer in that truck cab. Like, we drive this Class A, and if we hit something, we're screwed. Yeah, it's fiberglass in front. That's all it is. That truck chassis is going to protect you. So
you're 1,000% right about that, and that's the other key thing that people say, which then it makes sense to get a Super C. Here's what I'm challenging the manufacturers if they're watching: make a 4-door Super C.
Oh, there you go, 4-door. Yeah. That would be awesome. I'm hoping they step up. Somebody beside Ford steps up with these gas chassis and get something that's going to, put maybe a little more weight on there. Ford's the only game in town right now. There's nobody else really stepping up. And correct me if I'm wrong, don't gas outsell diesel 4-1 or a number like that? Like far outsell the diesels?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even say it's 4-1. I'd probably say it's 7 or 8-1. Yeah, no, maybe even 10-1. Seriously.
I would think
Diesel's a tough buyer. Because even a qualified buyer with good credit, once you're over $150,000, the banks get really, really shaky about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe you can answer this. I have read this somewhere. Is it true that they put the bank could require a tracking device or an auto kill on your motorhome? I had just read that. That if you have a big loan, they'll require like a kill device that you won't know about until you don't pay for it, and they could track and kill.
I never heard that.
Yes, I just read that like this weekend. It could be all urban legends. I don't know.
That sounds like a good idea. If that gets more people approved, I agree with it.
Check Snopes. Okay, next question is, what is Matt's recommendation for a good quality Class B?
I hate Class Bs.
There you go.
I hate
None.
No, it's not done.
No.
I hate Class Bs with my life. First thing I'd say is keep your options open to the B+. Technically, there's no such thing as a B+. It's a small Class C, but without the profile, but the market calls it a B+. But with that said, the new Coachman Beyond is phenomenal.
Okay.
Or anything on that new Ford Transit chassis is it's a killer chassis. In my opinion, it drives just as well as the Mercedes without that Mercedes price tag. So I'm not saying Coachman. I'm just saying anybody who builds something on the Ford Transit, that Ford Transit's killing it.
Yeah, I was just up at getting service on the Newmar, and I was able to do see a bunch of Airstreams, and the new Airstream, it's like their B. What the hell's the name of it?
I wasn't with.
Anyway, it's like $250,000, like some obscene price, but the thing is beautiful inside. Beautiful.
Right.
And it's like 24 feet long, but I don't know if can fork up $250,000 for a van.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But people do it.
But people are buying it. People are buying it.
Okay, next one.
We'll keep you a couple more questions. We want to just let us know if you got to go. I know you had a long flight. We will not.
No, I'm good, man. This is fun. Okay. Everybody at the airport's looking at me like I'm weird. Maybe they're just looking at me like I'm normal. No.
What's your opinion on the Integra emblem 36H?
Love it. So here's why I love it. I feel like it. So if you've seen my video about what's the best brand of Class A gas motorhome, I pretty much sectioned off motorhomes into 4 levels, right? Mm-hmm. What I love about the Integra emblems is they're giving you full body paint, the bigger chassis, bigger tires, solid surface countertops, one-piece fiberglass showers, a fiberglass roof. They're giving 2 AC units, 50 amp. They're giving you all these features, tier 4 features at a tier 3 price point. And I've asked myself, and I've asked the manufacturers, like, what shortcuts are you cutting to get down to that price point? How are you beating a Bounder by $10,000? How are you beating a Tiffin by $15,000? Don't get me wrong. A Tiffin and a Bounder might be better than the emblem. But is it $10,000 better? I don't see it being $10,000 better. So I'm wondering what Integra's doing with the emblem. I feel like, and this is pure speculation. Sorry about the freaking back noise, but
it's all right.
I feel like Integra Coach might be taking smaller margins on their gas models just to enter the market. Because the gas motorhomes have only been out for about 2 years now.
Yeah, when we were looking at our Newmar, we were strongly considering the emblem. But they had limited floor plans. Newmar just had more floor plans, and that's what sold us. Because yes, it was probably about $20,000 cheaper for the emblem. It was a lot cheaper, but the floor plan, which they just didn't one that we liked. If they had more floor plans, we might have bit the bullet on the emblem.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing about that 36H, if you've seen my video on it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That floor plan competes with the Tiffin Allegro 34 PA and the Fleetwood Bounder 35 PA. And the difference is you have to turn your head sideways on the Tiffin and the Fleetwood, where on the Integra, it has a televator straight across from you.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I hate the.
No, it's got to be in front. It's got to be on the televator, or at least mounted, so you're not turning your head, because then you're just not watching TV.
Well, that's what we had.
Yeah, we had a
Jayco. We had a J Flight, and that was when we were searching. That was one of my top things. I can't watch TV like this.
Yeah,
sorry, first world problems.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it's just kind of uncomfortable. I hear you.
Yep. So you ready for this? Going back to the whole Thor conversation. Integra Coach is owned by Jayco, and Jayco's owned by Thor.
Yeah, and so is Airstream.
Airstream's owned by Thor as well.
Yeah,
So that's why I kind of, trust me, I hear everybody when they talk about Thor if they've had a bad experience, and I get it. But, again, once you get to that Challenger level, even Miramar, I really like the Miramar, it really just depends on which day it was built and which dealership you're buying it from.
So now, in your experience dealing with Thor, because you've been dealing for a while, how is their customer service? Do they have a factory service center you can take it if you have a crappy dealer?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they all do. They all have it in Indiana, but I haven't had a customer with that type of experience. Again, I've only sold 2 Aces, and everything I've sold has been Winsport, Miramar, and Challengers up. And, when I worked at Leo's, they were back in for service. but they weren't in any more than my Fleetwood customers or my Integra customers. You know, I'm telling you, man, it's luck of the draw. Unfortunately, it really is. I've had people, you know, who've had Wildwoods. It's been the best RV they've ever owned. And I have people who've bought in, you know, Tuscany XTE, which is now the Aria, and they've had nothing but problems since day one. You know, it really just depends.
Wow, yeah, that would be a bad day if you spend like 400,000. You have no problem, you know, nothing
Only
but problems.
200, but yeah.
Any more questions?
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So are you getting a gas Super C?
No, I answered that one.
Oh, you answered that. Okay. What does Matt think about the new Fleetwood? What is that? Fortis?
Fortes.
Oh, okay.
So initially, I like the way it looks. I was talking about this. Was it today? Yeah, I think it was today or yesterday. And I think the price tag might be too high.
Okay.
But I don't know yet.
I haven't seen it yet. I have to check it out.
Yeah, so at Ocala, the store I'm working at, we do have one on its way, which is a good thing. But somebody told me that there's a new Integra. It's called a Vision XL. It's a step above a Vision, but below the emblem. And that's kind of where that Fortes is going to fall in. It's going to be a little bit better than the Vision XL, but somebody told me that it's priced a lot more than that. So it's going to be a good unit. It just depends on what the price point, what it comes in at.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Matt. What made you get into selling RVs?
So actually, you don't even know this, and I was hoping that we'd talk a little baseball first.
All right, let's talk about it.
So I actually work for the Washington Nationals.
Oh, is that why you always wear red? Is that why you wear red all the time?
I'm a beer vendor there, but actually this is my last year because I'm moved to Florida.
That's the beer man.
But I was a beer vendor there, and I worked for this damn microphone, man. Don't. But
we can't even hear it. We're hearing you great.
Good. I worked for all the sports teams: the Orioles, Nationals, Redskins, Ravens, Eagles, Caps, as a beer vendor. And I would walk up and down the steps selling beer. And I actually did that full time. And I sold stuff on eBay until 2015 when it wasn't paying the bills anymore. And I would always drive by this RV dealership. And I said, hey, I think I could sell RVs. And, you know, it's been...
So no experience. You went right in.
Yeah. So this is going to sound dumb. I've always wanted to sell cars since I was a little kid. But no car dealership would hire me because I still worked for the Nationals. I'm like, and car dealerships, their main hours are 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
Of course.
And I had to leave at 6 to go work for the Nationals. And but the RV dealership hired me.
So can we get your beer call?
No, not at the airport.
Oh, come on.
Was it just beer, or did you sell like anything else? Peanuts or just beer?
Oh, yeah, it was beer. Okay.
Did you sound like an auctioneer?
Well, no, it wasn't quite like that. So what really sucked was Bud Light took over the contract to the Nationals about 3 years ago. But when I sold Miller Lite, Coors Light, I was the #1 vendor in the whole stadium.
Wow.
Because I'd go, you know, I'm not going to do it now, but, you know.
Are there people around you?
We need the ratings.
Yeah. So, you know, I'd be like, hey, mountains are blue. That means it's cold as the Rockies. Or when somebody ordered a Miller Lite, I'd be like, yeah, great taste, endless filling, you know.
So you were known.
You're like top salesman. Now,
I was. And then when Bud Light came in, nobody liked me anymore.
Now, do you employ the same sales techniques in your RV sales?
I do. Yeah, I actually do.
Awesome.
So it's all about personal branding. Like, actually, I can show you.
He's going to do a dance.
Oh, I'm excited. The suspense is killing me.
So, hang on a second.
You're not taking your clothes off, are you?
No. So, what I did about like 5 or 6 years ago, it was when Twitter was still hot and new. And so I was making fun of Twitter one day, and I was like, yeah, hashtag Beerman Loyalty. And then, I would say that, and then one day somebody was like, hey, did you know Beerman loyalty people are like posting pictures on Twitter? And then it kind of became a thing, and I had like a little Twitter account. And then these are my Beerman loyalty tokens. And so, yeah, I know, it's crazy.
I love it.
What it is, I have hundreds of these, right? And when somebody's my regular, whenever they get a beer, I give them a token. And then at the end of the night, however many tokens they have, then they return the tokens, and that's how many beers they drank that night.
Nice.
What's the highest number ever?
Yeah, what do you have?
$1,400.
Nice.
So that was my friend. He's a dentist, and he brought his whole company out. And his tab was $1,400.
Did you ever have anybody fall down the stairs, like over the railing or anything?
So one day during what was it? Star Wars Day. It was hot as balls out, and it was a daytime game. And this older gentleman fell right in front of me, and I picked him up, and we had to ice him down and everything. It was pretty scary, but he made it.
All right.
You gotta cut these people off. Did you ever have to cut people off? No more.
Yeah. Well, see, cutting people off is not a problem. The real problem is when you have to cut off your regulars. That's when it gets awkward.
This definitely sounds like it could be a reality show, like, just like
the
Defenders.
beer man.
Because it must get crazy there.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I'll miss it. But what a way to end my career as a beer vendor than with the World Series championship.
Wait,
hopefully.
are you gonna work the World Series? I hope you're gonna work the World Series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and my new company won't like that. But, they knew when I came on that, it was a possibility that they went to the World Series. So next weekend, I'll be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be flying back up to D.C. to work the World Series.
Do the Nationals fly you up?
No.
Okay,
But
that'd be pretty awesome perk.
actually, the guy you saw on this chip, name's David.
Uh-huh.
That guy right there, you can't really see it.
Yeah.
He's a businessman, and he flew me up.
Oh, nice.
Miles to get me a ticket.
That's just serve him his beer. That's awesome.
Yeah, he drank for free during the NLCS, so
awesome.
kind of his payment. I'm just an RV salesman,
So you could sell him an RV. Why don't you sell him an RV? Sell him a Thor.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't mix.
Okay, you don't
Now,
mix.
did we ask him?
I don't need to be selling somebody a beer and then them complaining about their RV breaking down.
The best time to sell them when they're a little. They got a couple in them. Then they're
they're not
more
thinking straight.
That's why they stopped serving alcohol at the RV shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Because people they could say I didn't know what I signed.
But that's good for
Exactly.
you guys. So do you have an RV?
Oh, I get to take the RVs out whenever. That's part of the perks.
Oh my! We
And
sell RVs.
the last couple times I always seem to get stuck in Thor Wind Sports, which I'm fine with because it's free. But I like to take my cats camping. I actually almost lost my job once because my cats dug their claws in all the furniture, but it was all good.
So when you go to the RV shows, do you take the RV down or they fly you down? Like we fly to different places. Like if you go to an RV show, say they send you out to Indiana to like the dealer show, are you taking an RV there or are you flying
Right. So
out?
I don't know. So when I worked at Leo's, there was only one dealership, and now that I'm working at General, I'm hoping that I'll be traveling, to all 13 states that they work at to be working those big RV shows.
Well,
so obviously you'll be in Tampa. We'll get to actually meet.
We will be at
face
Tampa.
To face.
We won't have our motorhome. We're not risking that drive back
not
in
driving
January.
in New Jersey.
I don't need to be getting stuck in the ice on the way back. But we will be we'll be flying now. We're going to be out there taking a lot of videos, so we'll definitely hook up and see face to face. Collaborate, yeah. So,
anybody else have any other questions? Keep them coming. You can't read the chat, Matt, but everybody's loving it.
Yeah, everybody's loving the chat.
I think they're loving your beer man stories.
Wonderful.
What is
no.
Go ahead.
Let me ask a question about asking questions.
Yeah, sure.
If you guys, if anybody's like seriously considering an RV and they have it between like 2 units, let me know. I'll tell them straight up. What's a good unit? Which one's better than which one?
There you go. No better person to ask.
So we have a guy named Dave saying he's going to be looking for you at Ocala. He'll be up there for his PDI.
Wonderful.
And then Twilight 2000 is asking which fifth wheel would you buy? I guess no money, doesn't matter. What if Matt was given what fifth wheel is Matt buying? Your businessman is buying it for you.
It's not so hard to answer. There's a couple different. And I have to do it this way. Are you camping or are you full timing? Right? Like that's a big one.
Yep.
And then do you want bunk beds or no bunk beds? Based off of those variables, I'll be able to let you know which one.
All right, I'm gonna type to him.
Yeah, so Twilight, let us know. Are you
but
looking
then
for
also,
family?
Price does matter. But I'll keep it reasonable. I won't go to the custom ones. I'll go to all the production ones. So let me know that variable, and I'll answer that for you.
I want a StarCraft now.
Who said that?
Me.
Izzy wants everything.
StarCraft.
It'll change tomorrow.
I'm sorry, not StarCraft.
Lux.
Spacecraft. Sorry, Spacecraft.
2 days ago it was a Lux.
Oh yeah, those fifth wheels. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see him at the Tampa RV show. Those are the big boys.
Yeah, the Lux, LUXE. Yeah, those are crazy.
Those are beautiful.
I would never buy one of those either. I just wouldn't spend that type of money on one.
Yeah, they're super expensive. Let's see what he says. Sky's the limit. Full timing, no bunks. Sky's the limit. Full timing, no bunks.
So I would either do. I'll give you three. I would either do the Alpine 3800 FK. It's a front kitchen. It's badass, and it's a pretty good price point in 60,000 range. Any Grand Design Solitude is going to be nice, and you can do a Keystone Montana 3711 KFB or something like that. That's the front living. But I would definitely do either a front living or a front kitchen.
So you're not recommending any of the customs? Just too expensive?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't spend that money.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, any of those, any Lukes or Lux or whatever, or any of the custom ones are going to be better than any Grand Design or Keystone all day, every day.
Right.
All right, Matt, we're getting personal here. Somebody said, is Matt married?
I am married.
Okay. I was going to say, you don't have to answer that.
Yep, I am married. See, some people thought I was married to Jen, which was kind of weird. And then other people thought me and Jen were brother and sister. So
they're just friends, right?
Nope, just friends.
Yeah.
I thought Jen worked there.
No, Jen works at Leo's, yeah.
Oh, she does?
Oh,
okay.
So you guys...
that's how we all met.
Gotcha.
All right.
How's your family liking the move? Were they, hesitant or...
No, I mean, it's Florida. So, yeah, we all like it. I mean, $300,000 doesn't get you a townhouse in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. Where down here, I spent less than that and got a 5-bedroom, 3,000 square foot house. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So I work for government, and I can pension out in the next 5 years. And we are not staying in New Jersey. It is insane up here. I can't wait to leave.
The whole Northeast, right? It's crazy.
This area, though, is really bad. The tri-state, New Jersey.
Maryland's very expensive, too.
Yeah. When you expand out. But, yeah, we cannot wait. Let's see. Somebody said Super C with fireplace, theater seating, no neck wrecker TV viewing position. Sounds perfect. Yeah, Blake said that. All right. So he's asking, what's your favorite? Super C, fireplace, theater seating, no neck wrecker TV viewing position, part-time, no bunks.
Accolade 37K. If you want to stay under $200,000, but if you're a baller, you'll get that new Newmar Superstar.
Oh,
we are looking at it. Blake's a baller, though, right, Blake?
So, Matt, have you? So they're advertising the Superstar, but when we were at the factory, there's the Supreme Star, which is the Superstar hulked
on
up.
Crack.
So it's on a 45-foot chassis. It's got the
Oh, is it a tag axle?
Yeah, I think it has the Detroit DD15 motor in it. It is like
Yeah.
really. They're not really. If you search hard, you can find it online. But you're probably going to see it at Tampa. But they had them out there. They were in the factory.
Well, see, that's what made me so mad about Hershey. You know, we go all the way up there, and everybody's talking Newmar, even you talking crap about Newmar to me. And so I go up there, I'm like, all right, let me see what this Newmar stuff's all about. And they didn't have it. They didn't have no Essexes, no King Airs.
No, we were so disappointed.
No London Airs.
Yeah.
And I'm
Here's the problem. So as you know, it's a dealer show, right? So they're kind of what happened this year. It was RV1 in Albany. Last year, it was RV1 in Tampa, and they had way more selection. They had up to London Air. They didn't have Essex. They didn't have King Air.
They didn't have a King Air?
They didn't have a King Air. London Air was the highest.
But this year, they didn't even have a London.
It was not. We weren't impressed this year.
What was the highest they had? They had Mountain Air.
No, New Air. The New Air. And I didn't even like those. Those
had
are
a small
stupid.
New Air. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a.
And they gave you crap, right? They wouldn't even like talk to you.
Yeah, no, and I ended up taking that video down because people weren't liking my attitude.
Not too bad.
Did you get like a lot of hate from the industry for that?
Oh no, from the viewers, they didn't like my attitude, which is okay. I was kind of, I was in a bad mood. Nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I gotta tell you, do you watch RVing with Andrew Steele? Do you watch that channel?
Yeah, he's great. We talk all the time.
I think he's awesome because he just puts it out there and he'll go after what he sees as nonsense, and I really respect that because he's gonna get hate for it, but he keeps it real.
You gotta stick to
I watch him. I really like
we
him.
keep in touch. I think he's actually going to be down at Tampa as well. He was saying.
Oh, awesome.
And us three will all have to have dinner sometime or something.
Yeah, we were talking to him about collaborating at some point. Somebody said.
Yeah, sorry.
They're like Izzy. Today it's a fifth wheel, tomorrow Class A, next week who knows. I think that's common, with a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, anybody shopping for an RV, don't buy first day you go looking.
Yeah, that's what we did the first time.
Yeah, we did that in our trailer.
And we learned.
Yeah.
That's why we were watching TV like this.
We're going to be in our base star until at least I retire. So
yeah, at least 5 more years. Blake said I got to rescue.
You're going to spend a ton of money right before you retire. Buy the new one, so you get a better interest rate because you're debt to income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right before you retire. It's better to buy the RV and then retire a week later. So you can't do anything.
Work the system, baby.
Same if you're selling your house. If you plan on full-time in an RV, do not sell your house and buy the RV. Buy the RV, then sell your house.
Sell the house.
Unless you're paying cash. Then it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah.
Huh. Good info.
Good to know. See, learn something new every day.
Yep.
I got to rescue. Blake said I got to rescue more customers from what?
Oh, from me. Yeah, we have a subscriber who he's a security video guy, so he's just saying he's gonna have to get some more customers from ADT. He's gonna have to take some to save up money for these this Super C.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else said they got out of New Jersey 20 years ago. Yeah, definitely.
Everybody I work with is fleeing. When they retire, they flee New Jersey. Nobody's staying.
Yeah, you're going to meet tons of people down there.
Yeah, there's going to be all Jersey people.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody from our area is getting out of here.
Yeah, there's this new pizza place by my house. It's called NYPD Pizza.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Yeah, I walk in, they're like, hey, how you doing? Take a seat. Take a table. Whatever you want to do.
Is it cash only?
Yeah, cash only.
Do you watch King of Queens, Matt? You ever see that show with Kevin James?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it, but yeah, I watched it.
I love that show. He says I sound exactly like Carrie Heffernan. Do I? Oh,
yep.
God.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Thank you. I do too.
Absolutely.
I have a little bit too.
I know, it is rubbing off.
Do you guys watch the RV Odd Couple?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Well, I'm meeting up with them down at Tampa as well.
Nice.
We should do like a big,
YouTube dinner thing.
Yeah.
YouTube dinner thing.
Everybody just pays for me. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Yeah, well, you know what? We're both vegetarians, so we might be the square in the house.
My wife and all her kids are vegetarian. Actually, one of them was vegan for a while.
Well, we're vegan.
We're vegan.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say vegan because I didn't want you to hang up.
No, not at all. Hey, vegans, vegetarians, we're all RVers. You know, liberals, Democrats, or Republicans, all people, we're all RVers.
Absolutely.
That's why I love the RV industry, Everybody's good people.
You got it. You're so
Hey, check
right.
this out. If you're vegan, did you know if you can get Papa John's pizza without cheese, and that's vegan?
I'm sure.
Actually,
I think we have done that.
A lot of the pizza places, yeah, it's like
so
that.
check this out. So we're gonna do a one day in our life eating on the RV, and we're kind of debating because, I mean, we walk around the campgrounds and we smell the bacon and we see what's being cooked.
Burgers.
We're kind of debating like if this is gonna get a lot of hate, if this is gonna get a lot of blowback, but not like preaching, just like what we eat in one day, because maybe somebody be interested and maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what you should do at a campground? You should give away free burgers.
Yeah, right?
One of them being a true burger, and the other one being the Beyond Burger.
They won't know.
Seeing how many people can
they
tell
won't
the
know.
difference.
I have coworkers that they're open-minded and they've tried the Beyond Burger. They can't tell the difference.
My wife, I hate her. No, I'm just kidding. she gave me vegan tacos or something, and I couldn't tell the difference.
if it's made well, you can. You really can.
But you have, like, if she were to tell me, I would have been able to tell the difference. But she just pretended like it was regular, and I couldn't tell.
Well, we do that with our son a lot because he's not vegan, and
He's
we
still
let
fighting
him,
us.
Yeah, but we'll like hide stuff in there. He doesn't know.
You know what's pretty crazy? So like we started this whole thing. You said your dad passed away from cancer. I watched one of your videos. My mom had passed away from cancer also, and that really, her doctor put us onto it, and that really flipped us. And it's been like almost 8 years.
It was
now.
a month. It was
But
actually like 3 weeks after his mom passed that we went vegan. Yeah. I want you to know that
somebody said you're the king of all media.
You're the king of all media. You are Howard Stern in the RV world, apparently.
Wonderful.
Nice. Somebody said, pizza without cheese, laughing. My boyfriend cream pies me. Well, that's a great name.
Yeah, somebody
That's their great name.
Somebody said,
and that my boyfriend cream pies me said, I tried the Impossible Wobber and I wasn't impressed. Yeah, some people love it, some don't.
And now we're getting, see,
Not
here
the
we
word
go.
selection.
Here comes the
Not
vegan
the word
hate.
choice I would use, but whatever.
Somebody says
Forget
I'm
vegan.
keto.
I'm keto. It's amazing. Down to 185 from 235 and feel amazing.
That's awesome, Dave.
Awesome. Good for you. Everybody's got to find what's going to work for them. For us, this has worked beautifully. Everybody's different. Okay. Good. Did we get all the...
Do you go camping regularly, Matt?
I do.
Kids love it?
Yeah, normally I'd come down to Florida, but now I live here. We plan on getting season passes to Disney World for sure.
Ooh,
Going
nice.
to Fort Wilderness.
You've done the Fort Wilderness thing? We were there this
Yeah.
summer. It's pretty awesome. Except they charge you for Amazon deliveries. I never saw that before, but
Really?
Disney
It was
found
like
a way.
$6 to, a service or a handling fee.
Well, they don't bring it to you. You still have to go pick it up. They just charge
I was
you.
going to say $6 and they bring it to you, not bad.
No. You still got to pick
No.
it up. That's just for them doing
to accept
this.
it. Have you been to Fort Wilderness before, you said?
Where?
Fort Wilderness? You stayed
Yes.
there before? Okay. Yeah, it was our first time this summer. It was really amazing.
How was it in the summer there?
Hot as
Hot,
hell, but
no
awesome.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They must put some pixie dust in there or
No,
something.
No. Yeah, there's no mosquitoes at Disney World at all.
It's crazy.
They have this like magical barrier, like for
System.
real.
Yeah, we
Like,
watched.
There's a video on it.
Yes.
I think they still spray Agent Orange there.
That's all good. A little bit of asbestos didn't hurt anybody.
What's your favorite park there?
Star Wars Land, of course.
So you're Star Wars
we
fan?
weren't there when it was
Hang
open.
on, no. Hang on. I haven't even been to Star Wars Land. What am I saying? It's going to be Star Wars Land, but it was the Star Wars Land before it was Star Wars Land. It was the Magic Rock or whatever. The Rock. What's the movie theater one? With Toy Story and
Hollywood Studios?
yeah, Hollywood Studios was my favorite.
Okay,
Which
we didn't make it
will
there.
now be Star Wars Land or whatever.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We loved Epcot. Epcot was awesome.
No, see, we got sick of Epcot.
But that was our first time, so we were like Epcot
We like the
virgins,
food.
you know?
That's all we want to do is eat.
Yeah. No, see, we got sick off the food.
Did you really?
Yeah, I think it was the orange chicken from China.
But I love that the people in China are like really from China. Like that was pretty.
Oh yeah, that
pretty
is pretty
cool.
badass in all little countries and
It
everything.
was so neat. And what's cool, is that we were able to eat everywhere. They had vegan stuff everywhere, vegan, vegetarian.
Yeah.
They really, cater to everyone.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Definitely.
It looked like you were going to say something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought I cut you off. Okay.
So I don't know. Anybody else?
Because my dad's from England, and he would always eat fish and chips, and they had it there at Epcot, fish and chips.
Did he rate it? Was it like up to
No,
par?
I didn't go there, but, it was funny.
What did we have? We had Mexican there. I think
We have rice and beans. That's just the staple.
That's always a safe option for us.
Yep.
I think we're done with. I think nobody has any more questions.
Yeah. So
Nobody wants to know dealer cost on anything?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
people.
I'm gonna listen. So the dealer cost, and please let me know if I'm wrong. 25% is pretty much a starting point, correct? 25% off MSRP.
For most.
For most. What would it be?
When you get your Forest Rivers and your Thors and all that, you can easily take 30% off or greater. Your Fleetwoods and stuff like that. Newmars I haven't been able to figure out, and Tiffins are difficult as well.
We got 27% off with little haggle, and that was ordering from the dealer. It wasn't one on the lot, and we got. I think if I would have pushed more, we would have got more off. But I understand. Like I was happy with 27% off. We were happy with that.
And that's the whole thing. I think Newmars and Tiffin, if you're able to get 30% off, that's incredible. Unheard of, really. Whereas with a Thor or a Fleetwood, that's a given.
Right. And now, are you talking about the Thor or Fleetwood like just arrived at your lot, or are you talking about one that's it's now like right now 2019? You're if there's a 2019 Newmar, you're probably going to get a pretty good price on it, I would imagine.
Right. If there is a 2019 Newmar.
Right.
But I there's some at 2019s that are 40% off MSRP right now. But so this is a great conversation that I want to have, and I really wanted to put this on my YouTube channel, but conflict of interest. I don't think it was a good idea. So I'm glad we're doing it now.
You're definitely getting called in tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So you'll get a phenomenal deal on a 2019. And you will technically be paying more for a 2020, but you're saving money now, but you're buying a coach that's 1 year old.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So here's what I like to tell people. If there's a 2019 and a 2020, and the 2020 is 5% more than the 2019, but you like it better, spend the 5% more on the 2020. Because when you trade it in 5 years from now, it's now worth 5% more than the 2019. You either pay for it now or later. Don't settle on a 2019. Listen, if you're spending more than $50,000, that's a lot of money. Get the one that fits you the best.
Yeah, you got to be happy with it. You definitely, the floor plan we picked, we're very happy with it.
Did you order one from the factory?
Yes. Yeah.
See, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, if you were to get 30% off taking the one on the dealer's lot, or 27% off ordering one farm fresh from the factory, I would do that all day, every day.
Yeah, every
day.
The only thing is that it got delivered to Albany. There was 800 something miles on it, but there was one person driving.
Well, they all have miles on them.
Right, unless you get picking it up from Indiana.
Right, yeah. Right. But have you ever driven out to Indiana?
We did.
I went to Indiana, and whenever somebody's like, "Hey, Matt, I can save $500 driving to Indiana," I say, "Hey, be my guest. Ohio's beautiful this time of year."
Yeah.
It's just a long drive.
The most boring because we drove out this year. We went
to the service center.
And
it's so boring.
Probably the most boring drive.
But I think you're right. If you're going to save 3%, we got it literally. So we knew when it was done, and within 3 days, it was at the dealership. It wasn't sitting outside.
Right.
It wasn't getting all beat up. We had it, and we put it on the cover immediately.
Jumping on the sofas.
Exactly.
Or anything like that.
It was just whoever drove it there. That was it. So that was nice.
So my boyfriend cream pies me. By the way, you are now known as MBCM. Okay, I'm not saying So MBCM says my dream is an Airstream. We actually have a video coming out in a couple weeks. All new Airstreams. What are your thoughts on Airstream? You like them?
I don't. No.
I don't
Again,
either, but I mean,
yeah,
they're too
I know,
small.
right?
They're just
Oh,
too small
shit.
for me.
Somebody doesn't like Airstream. No, I'm just
But they have a cult following.
They do.
right. So, like, is an Airstream a great product? Yes, right? I think it's dumb AF to spend $100,000 on a travel trailer. My opinion.
That's like very narrow.
What do I always say to you whenever we see Airstreams? I say I don't get it. I don't. Yes, they're gonna last forever and they're nicely made, but I just for me, I don't see it. I would.
Now, with that said, like I drive a GMC Denali, right? And my mom was giving me shit about paying the extra money for the Denali, but for me, I've always wanted a Denali.
Right, right.
So to me, it was worth it, and to some people, that Airstream is worth it.
Right.
It's just for me personally, and I'm not saying this because I don't sell Airstreams. I say it about Class Bs, and I sell Class Bs every day. I don't see the money in it. I don't think somebody should pay $150,000 for a minivan.
And there's a loyal following on those pleasure ways. Like it is crazy how those things sell. And I don't get it, but
pleasure ways and Airstreams, I would just never spend the money. Also, Thor Outlaws, I wouldn't spend the money. And again, the reason why I'm saying Thor Outlaws is because I do sell them. I wouldn't buy a Thor Outlaw. I'd buy a Thor Challenger and get a trailer behind it rather than having my garage in my motorhome.
Yeah, they're like 200 plus, right? The Outlaws, I mean MSRP.
Yeah, they're like 150 sale price, and a third of your motorhome's dedicated to the garage.
Right.
So to me, I think, hey, you just spent $50,000 on a garage.
Right.
It's a
get
lot
a nice
better.
trailer.
Just spend $5,000, get a nice trailer, spend another $5,000, and get it painted to match the motorhome.
Yeah. So listen, guys, everybody that's in here, I know somebody asked about the Airstreams. We are going to be putting a video out that anyone hasn't heard of Matt's RV reviews, make sure you go over to his page, hit the subscribe, the like. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, share. This is going to be on the replay. That way you can get alerts to both our new videos coming out, and Matt's always putting out new videos, and his are chock full of information.
And laughs, too.
And they're funny.
He's a funny dude.
He turns it on for the camera. I like that little dance thing you do. How long did it take you to get that?
Well, so like Jen, it's funny because check this out. Me, Will, and Jen, we're really working on something. So it's Matt's RV reviews, right? But I really feel like it should be the RV review crew because it's really me, Will, and Jen. And if we get the channel up to a certain level, I think I am going to change it to the RV review crew. But Jen is really she's a lot of the brains behind what the channel's become. And she was like, hey, do 3, 2, 1, and then start the video. And when people see me at RV shows, people are like, we're starting in 3, 2,
That's the
1.
hook.
And then I was like, hey Jen, what should I do after I say 1? She's like, I don't know. She's like, just do something. And so then I jumped like a fat kid, and everybody loved it, so I just kept it up.
It's pretty funny.
Like, what are you supposed to do? I don't know.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. Somebody said, I was offered only 15% off MSRP at this year's Hershey show. This is Jay. I'm still looking for a good dealership in the Northeast to order
I'm not quite sure what that was. I can tell you.
15% off MSRP.
That's nothing. I know.
Oh, wait. Is he saying 15 or 50?
No, 15. 15.
Well, what was he looking at? Or she?
He didn't say
Jay,
yet.
tell us what you were checking out.
I know the prices at RV1 at the Hershey RV show were like almost kind of laughable. They really their sale price was not even a starting point. It was like 19% off, maybe even less in some of them.
Right. Well, yeah, it really does depend on what the unit was.
Yeah.
But a lot of dealerships that they're starting to do that, and part of the reason why I came to General is just because they just rock and roll on price, which it's nice for me. I rather I like to sell quantity over. I'd rather sell a lot and make a little than sell a little and make a lot. You know what I'm saying?
So what? So
he said 15% off the Canyon Star.
I think you could do better than that.
No.
Off.
If Izzy got 27, so
you could do better than that.
Here's what's great about RVs. If you see a Fleetwood anything at 30% off, then you can get any other Fleetwood at 30% off or 40% off. Or if Izzy got it at 27% off, you can get that one at 27% off.
Yeah, you could definitely do better than 15% off. And we found is that the shows, the show price is the only thing, because it's just not true. And please chime in, Matt. When they say, oh, you could only do it in the show because the manufacturer is giving us a special incentive, I don't buy into that. It seems like a hard sell.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Believe it or not, so listen, that's not true. Show prices are made up. They're gimmicks.
Yeah.
But I will say, every once in a while, it can be true. But 99% of the time, it's not true.
Mm-hmm. So it's coming from an RV salesman, guys.
You heard it here first. Yeah, it's just very, very rarely is it true. But the only time, like it's not true on, like, if you went to an RV show today and they had a mix of 2019s and 2020s, it's probably true on it's true on the leftovers, but not on the current year stuff. That's not true.
I would agree with you on that, because when we were looking last year, there was a Fleetwood Pace Arrow that was really discounted. It was down, and you could tell me, because you probably knows what those go for.
Isn't it like 170 or something?
Yeah, I think
180.
Yeah, they were.
Wow.
It was 170, but certainly that would have went down. That was on the sticker. It was brand new, Pace Arrow. So was that a good price or no?
Oops.
That was a good price?
Yeah, that's a great price.
Yeah.
But again, it just depends on what the MSRP is.
It was in the twos. I don't know what exactly off the top of my head, but it was certainly in the twos. So somebody asked, what would be the dealer cost on a $37,000 unit? But I guess that depends on brand, right?
Depends on brand.
Yeah. Yep.
And you have to. And another thing that people need to understand. Even if I were to tell you the exact dealer cost, even if it's 40% off or 30% off or whatever, just because it's dealer cost doesn't mean you're going to get it for dealer cost.
Right.
The dealerships have to make money.
Of course.
Right.
But at the same time, it doesn't mean, like that last customer at 15% off on that Newmar, they don't need to make home runs off of you. Profit's not a dirty word, but it also shouldn't be abused,
I do have a question for you regarding dealer fees. Because some dealerships, they have no prep fees and they have no these other fees. What are the standard, I should say, not standard, the non-negotiable fees? I know there's tire tax in some
Everything's
places.
negotiable.
Okay. Any fees negotiable.
Like
you heard
cars,
it first
right?
here. Anything's negotiable.
Yeah, so check it out, right? So I have a video kind of breaking it down. It's kind of like, let me use the number $10,000 for an example. It's all about how dealerships position it in the way to compete. So dealership A sells that unit for $10,000 and they advertise no freight, no prep, no hidden fees, right? Mm-hmm. Then you'll have dealership B who sells it for $8,995 plus $1,200 freight. Well, now their out the door price is $10,200, right? But then you have dealership C who's selling it for $7,000, $3,000 less than dealership A, but they have $2,500 in hidden fees. So
is that Camping World you're talking about?
Many places. I don't want to incriminate myself. But check it out, right? So, but at the end of the day, that dealership with all the hidden fees is at $9,500 bottom line. And the dealership with no hidden fees is the highest one. Well, not the highest one, but at $10,000. So what I like to tell people is the absolute best way, the way I bought my car, the way you should buy your RV. It doesn't matter what the dealership is charging you for the RV. Doesn't matter if it's a freaking dollar, they have $100,000 in hidden fees, or it doesn't matter if it's $100,000 with zero hidden fees. It's always about the bottom line. What's the bottom line?
What is it out the door?
What's out the door?
I stand corrected on the 37K price. It's actually, the question was, what is the dealer cost for an Integra Accolade 37K?
You know, I really don't know, just because they're brand new. But you know, you can get them 30% off MSRP, 31%, 32. What I like to tell people is, you're able to get 30% off MSRP on that, great. You're able to get 31, even better. 32% off, even better. 35% off, even better. But then it's also about what your trade-in is. So here's a fun fact. You know, when you have a trade-in, a dealership might sell that Accolade for 40% off MSRP, but they're only going to give you half of what your trade-in's worth. Vice versa, you know. A dealership, you know, like we just sold Will and Jen, they just sold an Accolade the other day, and they sold it for 15% off MSRP because they had to roll over like $25,000 of negative equity. Mm-hmm. So again, kind of going back to that other conversation, it's always about the bottom line.
Yeah, that's what happened when we had the our Jayco. We were looking to trade it because obviously it's easy, but they were given literally like $12,000. So I said, take that out. It was paid for. Take it out. We wound up selling it for almost $20,000, and we got to 27% off.
Yep.
So if you can sell it, and probably the towables are easier to sell than a motorhome, I would think. But if you have the opportunity to sell it, then definitely sell it.
Always sell it yourself.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
Now here's where people get in trouble. It's when they owe 100 and it's only worth 80,
right?
And they don't have that 20,000 to pay off the difference, and so then they have to roll over the 20,000 in negative equity, and now they're $40,000 upside down. And that's actually the worst part about my job. And you know what I tell people is, whenever somebody is that upside down, my hand to God, this is, and people won't believe me, and I'm fine with that. Whenever somebody's that upside down, and this is what Will and Jen and I told that customer buying the Accolade, we said, hey, this is your last motorhome.
Yeah.
It's freaking sad to say, but it's the truth. It's like, you will never, when you roll over that much negative equity, it's going to cost you, that particular person, like $70,000 to come out of it.
Right.
You know, which I don't want to say that's, one, that is a problem. But two, it's the reality that some people are willing to take. Sure. Just to make sure it's the perfect motorhome. And if it's the perfect one and you're not trading it in a year later, then who cares? You know?
Right. Right.
We have, let me see. Somebody had said, wait, let me go back. I lost it. Well, somebody said, Jen rocks, but you got to love when Matt climbs the ladder to the roof. I have not witnessed this. I need to see this.
Is that a Leatherman that you carry on you?
Yeah, so that's my dad's Leatherman.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was always wondering why you carry that.
Yep, I carry it every day.
Awesome.
Now, one of our loyal followers who we love, Ron, said, Matt, we are loyal followers that keep watching your videos. Would you treat us as loyal friends if we bought from you, or are we just another customer to you?
Just another customer. No, just kidding. No, listen, I have customers, and not customers, I have friends who I've helped buy RVs, and it wasn't from me. I literally do this for fun. With that said, if you live in the area and you want to buy an RV from me, great. But let's say, for an example, Izzy, if you guys wanted to buy a new Newmar, I would help you. You know, like the amount of money we make per unit isn't worth me trying to get you to buy something from me. It's kind of like this. I have this one customer. Well, they're not a customer yet, but they're all like, Matt, we love you. We're 100% buying a fifth wheel from you. And I'm like, dude, as much as I appreciate that, find the fifth wheel that fits you the best. This isn't Matt's cheeseburger stand. If I was selling cheeseburgers, you're damn right you better buy my cheeseburger. But you're spending $50,000, $60,000 on a fifth wheel. Find the one that fits you the best. And if it is a brand that I sell, sure, absolutely buy one from me. I would love it. But if it's not a brand I sell, that's fine with me. For an example, on the airplane today, I was editing my video on the Forest River FR3, entry-level classic gas motorhome. At General, they don't sell FR3, but I'm still making the video because it's made to help you guys. And at the end of the day, if somebody wants an FR3, it doesn't matter if I'm selling it or not. They're going to buy that one. So, figure out which one's right for you. If you live close to me or you live close to a General dealership, then yeah, and it's a brand that we sell, absolutely, give me a call. But if it's not a brand we sell, it's no skin off my back. You should listen. When you drive off the lot, it doesn't matter if you're in an Airstream or a Prevost or a Newmar Tiffin or in a Thor. When you drive off the lot, you're losing a ton of money.
Yep.
You might as well lose the money on the unit you like the most, than one that you don't like the most. So that's that.
Where's the closest General to us? To Jersey?
Northeast.
Ohio. No, or Virginia.
Okay.
Okay. That's probably a more exciting drive than to Ohio.
No, I always recommend people buy from their local dealership first if they can.
Yeah, our local delership is not good.
Not here.
Not here.
I'd rather drive.
If keyword.
We've had bad experience at our local dealership.
MBCM said, I used to work at a gun shop and the profit on new firearms is very low as well. To stay competitive, we made more money selling range memberships and selling holsters than selling firearms.
So that's the way some dealerships do it. The RV wholesalers out there, they will, listen, they will get you out to Ohio, and they're all in Ohio for some reason. I don't even know why Ohio. I guess because land's cheap out there.
Space, yeah.
And they will sell the RVs at cost.
Huh.
And when you get there, they will slam an extended warranty down your throat. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, extended warranties are great. Now I have an extended warranty on my car, but dealerships make money off extended warranties, and some people don't need extended warranties. It just depends on where you are financially.
Right.
Everybody gets that extended warranty, or you don't leave.
I like the punch in the camera. I like the effect.
I think we hit everybody's questions. Anything else you want to chat about, Matt? That's important to our viewers?
I don't know.
What'd you have for dinner today?
Yeah,
I didn't have dinner yet.
What did they serve on the flight? Peanuts?
Nothing. Yeah.
United sucks.
They're like, listen, I came from New Jersey. They're like, forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it.
They're like, ew, you going to Florida? No, you get nothing, peasant.
They don't even give you peanuts.
Was TSA at least nice to you in Newark? Because they usually like the rudest.
They are not nice.
Yeah, so I had money in my back pocket, and I got kind of yelled at and strip searched. Not strip searched, but they felt me up some.
Did they do no palms, just back of the hands? They felt you up?
Yeah. He fondled me though. He was like, "Ooh, you're Matt from Metro V Reviews."
We got nailed on our last flight.
Oh my God! A trip from Aruba. I thought I was a terrorist coming in.
Both of us.
They
we
had us
both
like an
got
hour
pulled apart, and with our 13-year-old son, where we get pulled. Oh my! But there was nothing. Just a random search.
Empty your bag.
Me, I had money in my back pocket, and they're like, "Next time, take everything out." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you meant like metal stuff." No cash. So.
You ever heard of those dollar blades? You can make that into like a blade if you fold it a certain way.
Never heard of that.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay. So I never heard of it.
So yeah, I think everybody's pretty good in here. We've been going for like an hour 20.
Ooh, almost an
hour and 25.
I'm
so much
so
fun.
glad, Matt, that you were able to get the connection going.
I could tell you, Matt's a good dude. He saw one of my videos. I think it was how to change the oil on the F-53. I don't know. How did you see that video?
I don't know. Listen. People, listen. I watch YouTube all the time, and I monitor people, and I know how hard it was for me to get my start, and so I want to help as many YouTubers who are doing good things out as much as possible. Speaking of, have you seen Eli and his wife on RV East Coast?
No.
I don't think so. They haven't
Check
been
out
on my radar
RV
yet.
East Coast.
RV East Coast, okay.
They're great. They're in your neck of the woods as well.
Huh.
They're great. You definitely want to collaborate with them.
RV East Coast. I'll have to look them up.
Yeah.
I don't know how I saw your video, but I shared it, and do you have TubeBuddy?
Have what?
Oh, no.
Tube
We
Buddy?
don't use that.
No. Oh, it's like a Chrome extension.
Oh, YouTube.
I'm pretty sure
We
you
use
got a lot of
vidIQ.
subscribers after I shared that.
Did you?
You what?
I said I'm pretty sure you got a nice boost in subscribers when I shared that, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
I remember when you shared it, I said, oh my God, Matt's from Matt's RVs. Like, he's a pretty big channel. And our channel, I mean, still relatively small. We have like 1,400 subscribers, but we grew pretty quick, and we're kind of happy with it. And we just, listen, the reason why we started this channel is because we're still relatively new to RVing. It's been like 2 years. But we learned so much from YouTube, watching channels like yours and all the other people that... And, I like to do a lot of the DIY stuff myself because the dealerships kill you in price. And a lot of these things you can do on your own. And I'm sure you could agree, a lot of problems with RVs come from lack of maintenance.
Yeah, big time.
So we are really on top of maintaining, both when we had our trailer and now. And if I can put that on video and help somebody, I know when I did the suspension upgrades, I mean, I called around and God, what they wanted to try, like we saved thousands of dollars by me ordering this stuff on Amazon and doing it myself. And I kind of kicked myself because at that point we didn't have the channel and I didn't record any of this. But once we started doing that, I said, you know what, let's put it out on video and somebody's going to follow and it's going to help. Worst case scenario is going to help a bunch of people. Like somebody's going to learn something.
It's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And I own a dog training company, so I've done a bunch of dog campground videos and that kind of thing. And that helps people too. It's fun. I give out some free training advice.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a dog campground in Rufferton, Virginia.
A dog campground?
Yep. And the reason why I remember it, because it's Rufferton.
Oh my God.
Do they allow humans or is it just dogs?
No.
You
Humans
drop your
too,
dogs
but
off and leave?
it's like open, like the dogs swim in the pool and everything.
Oh, that's so cool.
That would be awesome. Are pit bulls banned?
Yeah. Hey, do you ever get like internet trolls on your comments?
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I think I just got one.
They're fun. We laugh. We laugh at them. Somebody said almost. Hey, Harry. Harry made it. Harry's one of our loyal watchers. And he also watches you, Matt.
Hi, Harry.
Blake said, "Yep, I got my info. Don't listen to Izzy.
Oh, I know
Make you
Harry.
Spend more money. You know
Harry,
6549 Harry?
Oh no, not that Harry.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's always with us. Don't listen to Izzy. He'll make you spend more money. LOL. Loftus Party of 6. They're so awesome. Also, I don't know them. I have to check that out. And then somebody said, "Thanks guys for having Matt on your live stream. You took a risk." Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I think he took a risk on us.
Who took a risk on
I don't
who?
know.
Yeah. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
really appreciate your how-to videos.
Awesome.
Thank you, Twilight.
So they will give it one last shout out, one last cyber bag for the thumbs up, the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, you're new to the channel, you're new in here, hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe to Matt's
RV
Reviews.
Review. I'd be surprised if you haven't subscribed yet, but if you haven't, you have to because he's putting out content all the time and it's good information.
Up to date.
He keeps it real on the RV industry, and you're going to learn a lot
No
from
bullshit.
him.
No bullshit.
There you
No
go.
bullshit. That's
Yeah.
right.
So unless anybody has any other questions, I know you had a long flight. You haven't.
Yeah, no, I just want to thank everybody that was in here, and and the people that are constantly coming in our live streams. It's really fun having you, and we love having you along for the ride. And Matt, I just again, we really look forward to meeting you in Tampa.
And we appreciate you coming in with us. Not many people do that after a long flight. And guys, if you go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Guys, one more thing. We try to go to campgrounds a lot. We're getting like people coming up to us. Hey, what's that? Come up to us. We were just talking with somebody for like an hour in their trailer this past weekend.
We're walking around and we hear, "Hey, Izzy, MJ," and they recognized us from this. It was pretty cool. So we got to spend some time with them. So yeah, if
We've
you
been
see us
getting
out and
emails.
about, Yeah.
So if you have questions, if I can't answer them, I'll tell you I have no idea. I can't answer it. But if I maybe can, I will. You know, we're cool. We'll talk to anybody. I'm sure Matt's the same way. So we're going to be at Tampa. Matt will be up Tampa, and hopefully, we can collaborate during that time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
let me ask one quick question.
Go ahead.
And I really want your 2 cents on this. So, and then I'll let you guys go. Sorry.
No worries.
But, you just reminded me of something, telling your story about being recognized. So, and I want to hear the feedback from everybody watching. This weekend, I worked at Jacksonville RV Show, and I swear to God, 25 people recognized me.
Okay.
And it was crazy. And I'm there trying to sell. And by the way, I love everybody coming up to me and saying, hey. And it wasn't a problem at all, right? Like, I'm like talking with people, and then somebody pops in. Hi, you're Matt from Matt RVing, right? And I love that. But I literally have over like 100 comments about people who are going to be at the Tampa RV show. Do you think it'd be too much of a distraction if I was trying to sell at the Tampa RV show, or should I literally just kind of like network and meet people, for real?
I mean, what's your purpose there? Is your purpose there to sell or to well, I guess to sell, right?
Grow your channel.
Yes. And check this out. So the dealership I work at, their purpose, well, not the dealership I work at, from the other salespeople who I work with, their purpose is to sell you right there, right then. And if you're not buying today, they want nothing to do with you, which I was not a fan of, right? And I'm not trying to like throw anybody under the bus. There's just different styles of selling, right? My purpose is to sell you today or next week or next month or next year or in 3 years from now or 5 years from now. I literally worked with customers for years to help try to find them the right motorhome. And trust me, I'm A-okay with that because it's a big purchase. So I don't want to blow people off or look like an asshole if I'm trying to sell something and then somebody comes in and wants to chat or whatever, and I don't have time for them. I want to chat with everybody, honestly, regardless of it, even if you're buying something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm kind of in a rock, in a hard, am I Matt, the salesman at General at Tampa, or am I Matt from Matt's RV Reviews? You know what I'm saying? Because like my worst thing would be like if I'd lose somebody off who took their time out of their life to watch my videos. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And I love that attitude. And that's how we feel too. Like we want to take the time to meet people that want to chat. And somebody said find time for both. Somebody else said network. This will open lots of doors for you.
How about if you do something like, between, 10 and 12, I'll be open to speak with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess your situation is a little different than ours, right? Like, so this is not like a job for me, right? Like your income is based on what you sell, I would imagine. Correct?
Well, yeah, but that's the whole thing. Like that weekend won't make or break me. Okay. I rather, but at the same time, I do have bosses who are going to be looking at numbers and stuff. So
somebody else said network, plant the seed.
Right, exactly. And that's another thing I was thinking, like, okay, let's say I focus on selling. I might sell, over the weekend? 5, 6. Right. Whereas if I just network and plant seeds, those seeds can become 20 or 30 or 40.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But not right away. There's sprinters and then there's marathon runners. And I'm definitely a marathon runner. The Tampa RV show, I just want to go in with a plan. And, I'm like, in the Jacksonville RV show was so small. And if I got recognized 25 times at Jacksonville, I can only imagine what's going to happen at Tampa.
Tampa, you're going to, you might have to have security.
Not security.
Security.
Paparazzi. Well, be prepared for it.
Somebody said most people won't respect that fact he's trying to sell at the show. Yeah, they may just. Yeah. Izzy's got to go to the little belly room.
So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking about so I have these custom stickers that I make, and they say Matt from Matt's RV Reviews and have my cell number on them. So I'm thinking about like making like a flyer like this, right? So let me rewind real quick. At Tampa, we're only going to be selling the brands that the Tampa General Store sells,
Okay.
right? But General sells a ton of different brands, you know. So I'm thinking about making like a flyer that has my name and my cell number, and then listing out all the brands that I personally sell. And so I can tell people, hey, go to Lazy Days to look at this brand. Go to RV1 and look at that brand. And when you're looking at this brand, come find me and I'll show you this brand. And, you know, if you like that brand over there at that dealership, I can still help you. And then maybe just do that instead of trying to directly sell.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, yeah, and you have plenty of time to think about it. But I think it's like somebody said, I would say if it were me, I would try to do both. I mean, networking is definitely important, but yeah, you don't want to close yourself off from selling either. But you know, it's a lot. How long is the show? It's Wednesday through Sunday, right? Can you do some day? Can you sell some days? You know, maybe like the busy days, like Saturday and Sunday, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Pick some days for networking, some days for selling.
Or how about like a meetup? If you advertise, you know, a meetup.
You're just tying you.
Sorry. This is real time. It's not censored here.
At least you're not burping tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing, you know, like some days for selling, some days for networking.
Yeah, maybe do something like that. Or maybe like a meetup before, during, or after.
Right, exactly. Meetup. That might, because I know a lot of.
And like it kind of sets like, hey, you know, meet me like for lunch every day, right? From like 12 to 1. Hey, come hang out at the display. You know, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And then if somebody, you know, that way, if somebody sees me at like 4 o'clock and I'm trying to sell, I can say, hey, meet me tomorrow at 12 to 1 here.
Right.
That's probably a good idea.
Hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're setting those boundaries, and then people. So once you set those boundaries, if people break those boundaries, then they can't really get mad at you for doing your, you know what I'm saying, doing your job.
Right, right. Kind of like David Blaine. You can't see his magic show at 12 noon. You got to go at 7 p.m.
Right, and I'm sure if you shot that out on your social media, the people that follow you, they'll probably be a line waiting for you, like at 11:30 for you at 12.
No, not a line. I'll be like that kid at Chuck E. Cheese on his birthday. Nobody shows up.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, that's that's what happened on a couple of our live feeds. It's all right.
When we first started, no, we always had at least 2. A couple. Yeah. Hey, but you gotta, like you said, and this is something
with watching now.
We have 17. We were up in the high 20s
Holy
before.
Smokes.
Yeah. But you know, something we're learning with YouTube now. Again, for us, you know, we're not full time yet. It's just fun. We're having an absolute blast doing this, and it is. And what I've watched so many people say, it is a marathon, an ultra marathon. It's not a sprint. We got monetized real fast, 3 months, you know, but we know we're not going to get, you know, 25,000 subscribers by next month. You know what I mean? We're just taking our time, doing what we need to do, having fun, and it'll happen. You know?
Well, if you keep doing those how-to videos like the one I found, you know, that's huge. And you know, I couldn't fix anything if my life depended on it. And so that's why I shared that video of yours, because I thought it was a good video, and I just can't do that stuff.
That was
if I did know how to do that stuff, my channel would be a lot bigger. I just don't. You know, I'm not sure if you saw the video of me trying to clean the bugs off the windshield.
No.
Hey, Matt, I have a car wash. We have a car wash.
It was really bad. It was really bad.
We have an RV wash video. We can wash our RV 37-footer in under 30 minutes.
We got it down.
We got it down. Yeah, it's
nice.
It's actually not too bad. And that was inspired by when I called some people to wash the RV, and it was starting at $200. I said, "Whoa, time out! Like we got to figure this out and get it done quickly." So yeah, it's definitely paid for itself 10 times.
Oh, you got a new subscriber here, Blake.
Oh yeah, you got a couple new subscribers, I think.
Thanks.
Very nice. And somebody said they respect.
In Tampa, we'll collaborate on my channel to get you guys a ton of subscribers.
Yeah, 100%.
That's awesome. Somebody said they respect it instead of trying to sell me only what your site sells, that you're branching out to those other, you know.
Yeah. Like Newmark are good. Regencies are good. or Renegades are good, whatever.
Oh, I like the Renegades.
Yeah. Well, see, and they were another one that blew me off the Hershey RV show.
Really?
It's like, listen, but I'm trying to promote your product that I don't even sell.
They don't know who you are.
Yeah, well, they didn't care either. They're all like, yeah. And not like I'm somebody, like, and it doesn't matter if I had one subscriber or 10,000. It's hey, I'm just trying to promote your brand.
Right. I don't get that.
And it's costing me money for promoting your brand, and you don't even want to, like, talk to me for 10 minutes.
Hey, Matt, have you had any dealings with Truma? The hot water heater, Truma AquaGo?
Yeah, the tankless instant hot water heater? Yeah.
They're real.
You want to know?
Well, no, we have it, and we've had a good experience. But what I can tell you is they're real cool. Like, if you went up to them and said, they were awesome with us.
We did an interview.
We did an interview with one of their guys.
Real cool. Is that video up?
It is. It's called a Truma AquaGo review.
I'll check it out, because I heard their first and second generation stuff kind of sucked. But
the one we have so far has been, like,
loving it.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah, and because, like, I had a couple Fleetwoods, and I'm not sure if it was Fleetwood system or the Truma tankless water heater, or if they bought, like, a discontinued one. It just seemed to have problems for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. We've been
very just like happy. Anything. Just like everything. Depends on which water heater you get, or which motorhome you get, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had it now since Hershey.
Since Hershey, or we were at the Newmar Service Center.
It's been working really good.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Somebody, Harry said, love the Renegade Super C and the old Dynamax pre-Forest River. Love that Super C, man. Everybody loves the Super C.
All right.
All right. Well, Matt, listen, thank you so much for getting off your flight and making this work with your connection. This was really fun. We can't wait to meet you in Tampa.
Last one, guys. If you're new to this channel, new to Matt's channel, subscribe, share, like. You guys are going to get it on the replay. But we had, 24-something people. We got 100-something comments. And people are appreciating it. Matt, thank you so much for taking your time. I like the faces you're making. Awesome. And guys, we really appreciate you joining us. This has been our longest live stream yet, and we got somebody else coming on next week that I think you're gonna want to be interested in. You might want to watch it too, Matt. We got somebody coming.
Who is it?
We're gonna be talking about internet service, internet on your RV next year. And
nice.
We're working.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
I'm sorry, next week.
I know who you're talking about.
I have what I believe, and what many believe, is probably one of the best setups in the motorhome. We just did a little upgrade, but more importantly, the service we're getting is out of a guy. His name is Jorge Zayas, and we're getting unlimited. Last month we had almost 600 gigs, $34.99 a month, and that is on AT&T's network. No throttling, no limits. So he's going to be on and tell us about his service, and I'm going to be talking about, like, how I use it, and it's been outstanding. We stream everything. It's awesome.
Nice.
So
all right.
That's going to be for next week, hopefully. And we thank everybody for joining us. Matt,
thank you
for joining us. Why don't you just stay with us on Skype? I'm just going to cut out of here, and then I will try to, let me see, I have a little out screen. Hopefully this works.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Let's see if this works. No, we got to do this. Perfect. So let me mute that out. Finish.